welcome back once again to my maths class. In today's video lesson, we are going to talk about the part 7 of coordinate geometry, that is the slope. We are going to discuss the concept of slope of a line, right? And in previous sessions, we were discussing the coordinate geometry, all the concepts from the introduction till here. Now, there are totally 7 parts in this coordinate geometry. Hope you have all observed or gone through those videos, all the 6 parts. Now we will start the 7th part, that is the last part in the coordinate geometry. We are going to discuss the slope of a line. Now to explain you the slope is nothing but somewhat an inclination when you have studied the angles, isn't it? Angles, how the inclination forms. Now if you see, if I'll draw 2 diagrams here, keenly observe them, right? This is diagram 2, let it be, and these are the 2 slides in a park, in a community park. Suppose this is diagram 1 and this is diagram 2. If you see these 2 clearly, now in which slide we can slide faster? These are the 2 slides placed in a community park, and in which slide we can slide faster here, okay? Now clearly we obviously, like we can say that this slide, that is the second slide, we can slide very fastly because of some inclination. Here this is the inclination is very like this. Here the inclination is somewhat steepy, isn't it? Steepness here, see the steepness of this. This is the slide. Okay, see this slide. See, observe the steepness. So we can, by observing, we can tell that we can slide faster in this slide. Likewise, when we take about the angles, suppose I'll take this angle as, and this is some M line, and here if I take this as L line, this is some theta, it is making with the x-axis. Okay, now see these 2 diagrams, diagram 1 and diagram 2. I have drawn 2 angles. Now here the line M is making an angle theta 1, line L is making an angle theta 2. Now which of the angles is greater? If I ask a question that which of the angle is greater, by measuring you can tell, isn't it? But when you see clearly, line L is making a greater angle. It is making a greater angle with the x-axis, whereas line M is making, compared to L angle, theta 2 angle, it is making a lesser angle. By simply observing you can tell. Now if you take a coordinate, now we were discussing the coordinate geometry, right? Now this is my coordinate plane. Let me suppose this is an x. So sorry, this is y-axis, this is x-axis, this is the origin, right? Now I'll draw a line here. This is a line M, suppose, or a line L. Now here this is, how do I get a line? By joining the points, right? Here these are the x coordinates. Let me suppose 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now these are the y coordinates. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now if I see here, I get a point here. Let me plot a point on this line. See this point, and again another point here. Okay, if another point here. Now this is 5. Now see these 3 points. This is, when you see 2, 3, this is 3, 4, this is 4, 5. So in the coordinate plane, I have taken a line, a straight line. In that straight line, if I see these points are having x and y coordinates like this. If I draw x and y coordinates, see here, when x is 2, when x coordinate is 2, y coordinate is 3, isn't it? Now when x is 3, y coordinate is 4. X is 3, y coordinate is 4. When x is 4, y coordinate is 5. Likewise in this particular straight line. That means if there is a change in x, the change in x here is corresponding to the change in y. Okay, there is a change, isn't it? There is a change here from 2 to 3, 3 to 4. When x is changed, corresponding to it, y is also changed. A change in x is corresponded to the change in y. Isn't it? Here also there is an inclination here. This line is making some angle. No, it's not straight. It's not straight. It is making an inclination. A steepness is there, this angle. So likewise, if you see in the coordinate, now if you see in the case of a slide in a park, this slide is, in this slide I can slide faster than this slide. And if you see the case of angles, this line L is making a greater angle than this line M, isn't it? Now the same thing if you see here, that means a change in y. So how do I get this steepness? Now I'm telling, we are always discussing about the steepness here, isn't it? Steepness or the inclination. How do we get the steepness of a line? Is nothing but it is called as a slope. The steepness of the line is called a slope of that line, isn't it? And also we can also say that the inclination of the line is called its slope. Right, now we were discussing the slope. This slope is represented by small m. This is the representation of slope. Now here in the coordinate plane, if you see, the slope is derived as the change in y. Change in y means the change in the y coordinates, isn't it? The change in y is corresponding to the change in x, isn't it? So the slope is change in y by change in x, right? This is the concept of a slope, that nothing but the steepness or the inclination of a given line is nothing but its slope, and its representation is capital small m. Now this, the same thing I'll tell you in the form of, now we have studied the angles and the trigonometry, right? We have completed the trigonometry chapter. You have the concept of angles and the trigonometric ratios, sine, cos and tan. Now this slope I will derive here. Let me take the x-axis and the y-axis. Now any line, let me take any line here. This line is making angle theta with the x-axis. Okay, now I'll take the segment from here A to B. Let me take A to B, a segment of this line. Right, let A point be x1, y1. Because it is in the coordinate plane, any point can be represented by its x and y coordinates. So let me take x1, y1 this one, and x2, y2 this point. Now let me take another point such that, let this be C. This is another point in the coordinate plane. So here what I want the AB, the distance between AB we know how to find, under root x2 minus x1 by y1 minus y2, that is the distance. We know also, we have studied the area of any triangle. Okay, by getting this coordinate, if it is x3, y3, the area of the coordinate. Now here I want to find the inclination of this line, the complete line, let it be line L. Okay, now the inclination. Now here, if this line L is making theta degrees with the x-axis, it will make here the segment, because the same line, the segment AB also makes theta degrees with this AC. Isn't it? See here, line L is making theta degrees with the x-axis. So it is the same line L, but I am taking a segment of that line AB. So AB also makes theta degrees with this line. Now if you see, this is a right angle triangle, right? And also, now how do I get AC? Here, from here to here, see here, till here how you get x2, isn't it? Till here x2. Point B here x2, here is x1. So how do I get this? AC is nothing but x2 minus x1. Okay, this AC distance, this distance is x2 minus x1. Now till here, the point here means y coordinate y2. Here this point y1. So the distance here is y2 minus y1. Isn't it? From here, subtracted from here. Like if you take the same, if you drop this, this distance is from here it is x2 till here it is x1. So x2 minus x1 is nothing but AC. Likewise, if you take here, see y2 minus y1 is the distance and x2 minus x1 is the distance here, BC and AC. Now I want AB. Isn't it? I want the AB inclination I want. I don't want the length of AB. Length of AB we can find it by the formula. Now I am telling that we were discussing that the slope is the inclination or the angle subtended, or it is called the steepness of a line. Now here we all know that, let me write here, tan theta. We have discussed tan theta in our trigonometry, right? Now tan theta is equal to opposite side to theta by the adjacent side to theta. Okay, those who have not watched the trigonometry videos, please do watch them. We have discussed this long back. We have discussed the trigonometry. So tan theta is equal to opposite by. Now this is nothing but we are telling it as slope. Slope is the inclination or the angle subtended, isn't it? So slope m is tan theta when theta is given. Okay, opposite side by adjacent. Opposite to this is BC by AC. Okay, BC by AC. Here m, I am telling m is tan theta, isn't it? Now m is equal to BC. How much you got BC? Distance is y2 minus y1 by AC is x2 minus x1. So when the coordinates are given, the slope formula is the change in y by change in x. That's all. Whereas when the angle is given, we have to go for the trigonometry, that is tan theta. Slope is equal to tan theta. So these are the formulas for the slope of any line. Hope you have understood this concept. Now we will do the exercise problems. Quickly pause the video, note the notes. Now exercise 7.4, the problems based on the slope. I have noted all the 4 problems. There are all together 7 or 8. Okay. Now some problems which are having little bit variation I have noted down. The rest of the problems you take it for your practice. Now here, find the slope of the line passing through the two given points. Now they are the points here. We have to find the slope. Now what is the slope? Slope is nothing but the steepness or the inclination of a given line. Now the coordinates of the line of the two endpoints are given. We have to find the slope. Let us suppose the first point as x1, y1 as usual and the second point x2, y2. Right. Now the formula of the slope, m, slope, small m, m is equal to change in the y by change in the x-axis, x coordinates, right? That means y2 minus y1. You can also write y1 minus y2 by x1 minus x2, no problem, because minus and minus gets cancelled. Okay, no need of writing y2 minus y1. You can also write y1 minus y2 also. Right, this is the slope formula. Okay, when the angle is given, you have to substitute tan theta. Tan of that angle is the slope. Okay, when the coordinates are given, you have to use this formula. Now we will substitute m is equal to y2. Here y2 is minus 2 minus y1 is minus 8 by x2 is 5, x1 is 4. Okay, so this comes to minus 2 plus 8 by 1. That is 6 by 1. So the slope is 6. Right. Now the second one, the second problem I have noted down 0, 0. That means this is the origin and this is the next point. Now let us suppose this as x1, y1, x2, y2. Always do write the slope formula. Okay. Slope m equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. Now we will substitute the values here. M equals to y2 is 3 minus y1 is 0 by x2 is root 3 minus x1 is 0. So this comes to 3 by root 3. We can dissolve 3. 3 is nothing but root 2 into root 2. Okay, root 3 into root 3. Root 3 whole square root square gets cancelled. So 3 is left over. So we can dissolve 3 as root 3 into root 3. So that I will cancel 1 root 3. So the slope becomes just root 3. Okay, here. Now the fifth problem I have noted down, because there are variation. Now this is the decimal one, this is a fraction, and it is having origin and it is having minus. So I have taken this variation problems. The other few two problems are very easy. You solve it for yourself. Now x1 y1, x2 y2. Now the slope formula, y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. So let me substitute. y2 is 1.3 decimals minus y1 is minus 3.7. Okay. So I have kept it in the bracket, both the negative signs. x2 is minus 2.4 minus x1 is again minus 1.4. Now let us see 1.3 minus into minus plus 3.7. Right. Now here minus 2.4 plus 1.4 here. So let me write here. Now if you add them, now let me take here this rough part. Okay. 1.3, 3.7, adding the decimals, decimal upon decimal only. Okay. 10, this is 5.0, and subtracting because different signs. So 2 minus 4, 1 minus 4, clearly we can see there is only 1. But negative sign is for the bigger values, so minus 1. So the upper one is 5.0 by minus 1.0, that is nothing but 5 by minus 1. So that is minus 5. My negative will be carried over to the upper part, that is minus 5 is the value of the slope of that line. Now the last one, x1 y1, x2 y2. Now clearly these are the mixed fractions here, mixed fractions. Never do the simplifications using the mixed fraction. Change them into the improper fraction first. Now these coordinates I'll change. How do I change the mixed fraction into improper? Just multiply and add. Now 2, 3, 6, 6 plus 1, 7. Okay, minus 7 by 2. Minus is there here for the whole fraction, minus is there. Now don't minus 2 into minus 3 plus 1, not like that. Minus is here only carried over. 2 3s are 6 plus 1, 7 by 2, comma 3. This is x1, y1. Now here b value minus 7. Now 2 2s are 4 plus 1, 5 by 2. So change it into the improper fractions, then simplify. Now here the slope m is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. So y2 is 5 by 2 minus y1 is 3. Right. Again x2 is minus 7 minus x1 is again minus 7 by 2. These are the fractions we have to go by the LCM. Okay. 5 by 2 by minus 3 by, let me take 1 here. Again here minus 7 plus 7 by 2. Minus into minus plus. Here minus 7 means take 1. Now we will take the LCMs. I'll write it here. The LCM is 2. 5 minus 1 3s, 3 3s are 9. No, 1 2s are 2 3s are 6. Here comes 6. Okay, 6. Now take the LCM to the down part. Here 1 2s are, so 2 will be multiplied to the numerator, 14 plus 2 1s, so 7. Here you can cancel these 2 because 2 and 2. Now 5 minus 6 is minus 1. By here minus 7. So minus and minus again you can cancel. Just 1 by 7 is the answer. Okay. Here what we did, just the subtraction of the fractions. That means we are going through the LCM. I've taken the LCM, I've cancelled the denominators. Now we got also cancelled the negative thing and we got minus just 1/7. So we can calculate any points, whether it is decimals, whether it is mixed fractions, whether it is 0, everything, any points, any 2 points, we can calculate the slope using the formula change in y by change in x. So today we have completed with the slope concept, we have completed the exercise also, and the total of the geometries, this coordinate geometry, the 7 parts we have completed. Now those who have not watched all those parts, please do watch them and be perfect in the coordinate geometry. Now in the next video we will look in with a new chapter. Thank you all.